Alright. ISD Captain said, why do most people who marry in high school end up divorcing a few years later? Why do you think? Because really, when you fall in love when you're young, it's not. It's lust. It's infatuation. It's a crush. You know, you're not... I don't think you can really be in love with someone until you get into a serious life situation with them, where you see how you guys, you know, adapt and handle each other and support each other and stuff like that. So many people think they're in love, and then in reality, it's just, oh, it's a fling or whatever, and they rush into stuff that's irreversible, like, well, not marriage, I guess, technically is reversible, but they rush into a situation they're not ready for. Next thing you know, a couple years later, man, we really aren't very compatible. I have plans that I want to do this with my life, but you have plans that you want to do this with your life, and we never really talked about it. You know, kids, disagreement, you know, there's a million things, you know. Yes, Ally Guy, good evening, and this is the new map. Boba Feet did 100-bit cheer. It said, first date, pay or go Dutch. I've always been a gentleman, and in general, if and when I can pay, I do. But there are times when I feel that the responsibility should be shared. So it all depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on you. It depends on the girl. There's no answer there. There's no answer there. That douche kid shoots, and how many times have you smashed on the first date? Again, do I really need to start counting? Quite frankly, I don't. You know, in general, it wouldn't be the rule that I would do that. If you're talking about, you know, my earlier relationships in life. And I'm not going to get into too much detail about that. So there. Sam Villa cheered. He says, serious question, will you ever forgive someone who cheats on you? That's a tough question. That's a really tough question. Because that's like the ultimate. It's one thing if someone lies to you. It's one thing if someone keeps something from you. Dishonesty for me is a big thing. But to cheat is like the ultimate betrayal. You know what I mean? Like, alright, hold on. Let me give you some perspective here. If you're in a situation where you're in a relationship, but it's not really a relationship, you're not getting along, there's no intimacy left in the relationship, and it's pretty much over, and people go and sleep with other people, that's different. I'm talking about you're in a committed relationship, both sides agree that you're committed, you know what I mean? And someone purposely sneaks on the side in order to try to have sex with someone else and does, that's fucked up in my opinion. And I don't know. I mean, that's like I said, that's it's a situation where I've never been put into that situation myself. By the way, I've never cheated on anyone. Anyone I've ever been with, I've always been committed. I've never cheated on anyone. I can say that wholeheartedly. That's not a liar. I never. And I never would. That's fucked up in my opinion. I don't know. I guess it would depend on the person, the situation. But in general, if that happens, how could you ever trust that person again, right? So, I don't know. Massive Steak, now you're getting too personal, and I can't answer crazy sexual questions, and I'm not going to. That's not what the stream is about, so please stop asking those questions. But thank you for the cheer, but we're not going to get too crazy personal, so there you go. Outlaw Guy cheers. Any advice on picking up women? Oh my god, I'm not going to get into this. I'm not doing it. I'm here to play games and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. I'm not going to get into crazy sex advice and stuff. This is ridiculous. I'm not the love guru. Go watch that movie with what the fuck's his name? The guy who played Austin Powers, Mike Myers. Go watch the Mike Myers movie if you want love advice, guys. I don't have it for you, okay? When we go, that's when I buy you dinner. No, because I have a girlfriend, and that is, I would not buy anyone dinner because that would be considered a romantic gesture towards someone else other than my girlfriend, and I would never do that. So there you go. Oh shit, somebody's here. No scope, no hope, as they say. All I was a stupid red dot. And I had a 4-time scope, but I didn't have it on that gun at that point. So no scope, no hope. I got owned. I got completely owned. Massive Steak just did 100-bit cheer. So what was your favorite gum as a kid? My favorite gum. When I was a small kid, I really liked, what was it called? Fruit stripe gum? I don't even know if they have that anymore. It was that gum that had all those different color stripes through it, and they had different fruity flavors. I really liked Fruit Stripe. And then as I got older, my mom really liked Trident gum. Dentine gum, and a double mint. She really liked all those, so I would have those sometimes. Bubblicious I would like, but I would rarely get it because Bubblicious had a ton of sugar in it, so I almost never got to chew Bubblicious. But I liked Bubblicious. So there you go. There's some answers for you. Shout out to ISD Captain, who says, let's say you were in a relationship. Oh my God, here we go. You're trying to have kids, but you find out your wife or girlfriend is infertile. Would you leave her for a more fertile? No, that's fucked up. It ain't her fault. That's fucked up. That would not happen. I wouldn't. Nope. Nope. I would not leave her. That ain't right. That douche kid cheered and said, what is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Let's see here. Johnny Source Rex cheers. Do you prefer Batman? Oh my God. Do you prefer Batman or the Flash? Batman. Mungo resub for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you, Mungo. 44K Panda cheered and said, yikes stripes. Yikes stripes. Is that what they were called? I remember that too. Yikes stripes and fruit stripe. I remember both of them. Jay Kramer cheered. I said I skipped over his cheer. Jay Kramer, if you're not aware, there's a ridiculous amount of cheers coming in tonight. It's very hard for me to keep up with all of them. I can scroll down and look for it, but my apologies. San Villa asks, Phil, sneaker or Twix? I have no idea what sneaker is, so I guess Twix. King Swaggy cheers. And back in high school, I had some best friends that I would pay for their lunch every day. They weren't as well off as me, so I wanted to be a good person and help out. I felt good to do something like that, and it was nice of you to do that. All right, Jay Kramer says, he cheered and said, I did it when a girl let herself go. I'll do it again. I have no idea what Jay Kramer is talking about, so I'm just going to ignore that. I got an anonymous dollar tip, and the question posed is, I need an honest answer. Have you ever shaved your ass? No, I've never shaved my ass, but as I've said before on a PUBG stream, I braid my ass hairs into cornrows. There you go. The more you know. The more you know. All right, where's the junkyard? The junkyard is coming up. Here we go. The junkyard. Santa Villa asks, what shampoo do I recommend? Head and Shoulders. Jay Kramer cheers, and I'm saying I cheated on a girl when she let herself go, gains weight, or whatever. That's messed up. That's absolutely messed up. If you're gonna, dude, if you're not happy with the girl you're with, just break up with her. Be a man and break up with her. Don't cheat on her. Break up with her. So there you go. Be a man. Massive Steak did a 50-bit cheer and says, what was the #1 go-to lunch in elementary, middle, and high school? Whatever my mom made. Which I think a lot of times was ham and cheese and stuff like that. I have no idea, dude. What a question. I have no idea. Kick Swagger's cheese said, do you think guys should shave their legs? Yes. All guys should actually use Nair on their legs. They should have super baby smooth legs. That should be the aspiration of every man. You know, you're laying in bed with your girl, she jumps in bed, slides right over your legs, falls off the bed because it's like, you know, like super, super slippery because you shaved them so well. She just slides right off the bed onto the floor. That's how men's legs should be. There you go. That douche kid cheered and said, is it okay to cheat on your spouse if they admit they've done no. No. It's not okay to cheat on your spouse, period, even if they cheated on you. If that's the case, then just you gotta get a divorce. And cheating is never okay, in my opinion. Popsicolo tipped $1 and said, what's your favorite comic book storyline? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. My favorite overall comic book storyline? Yeah, man. I really liked the early 90s Chris Claremont run of X-Men when X-Men got 2 books. It used to just be Uncanny X-Men, then they changed it to have Uncanny, and then they had regular X-Men, which was its own new book. And Chris Claremont was the writer. I really liked his first, like, year or 2 years there at the book. So I would say those were my favorite plot lines. Ooh. Ugh. Jay Kramer, I get what you're saying. but, you know, about what you're saying about this, but I would never, you know, I think cheating is wrong no matter what, so too bad. I disagree with you completely, Jay Kramer. You're not gonna get my approval on what you're saying about cheating on women. No, you're never gonna get that. I'm totally against it. 1,000,000%. Massive Steak cheered and said, would you shave one of your legs for $1,000 tip? Yes. Of course I would. That's silly. Shaving a leg is so silly. It's nothing big. It's not a big deal. And no one would see it anyway. Like, who would care if one leg was shaven? No one would notice. I would shave my leg for $1,000 tip. That's very, very stupid and silly, but I would do it. Sure. That's easy money right there. San Villa cheers said, Phil, what was the last movie that made you cry? The last movie that made me cry? Oh, brother. I don't remember. I can't even answer that, honestly. I couldn't. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Let's head this way. Angry Monkey says, what is worse, failing or never trying? Failing. Uncertainty is worse than knowing. Because here's the thing. If you tried and you tried hard, and if you still failed, at least you tried. That's better than not knowing, oh man, I could have been something, but I never tried. In my opinion. There you go.